In the late 1990s, the world was told a dazzling lie. Internet traffic was doubling every 100 days. This single statistic became the gospel of the dot-com boom. It convinced tech giants, venture capitalists, and everyday investors that the digital highway was expanding at terminal velocity. At the absolute center of this hypergrowth narrative was WorldCom, a telecom titan that aggressively swallowed up rivals. But it was all an illusion. When the data couldn't back up the hype, WorldCom didn't pivot. They faked the numbers. They executed the largest accounting fraud in tech history and triggered a $107 billion collapse. To understand WorldCom's tech disaster, you have to look at the physical infrastructure of the early web. WorldCom grew by acquiring critical digital real estate, most notably UUNet, which carried an estimated 50% of all global internet traffic. This meant WorldCom owned the routers, the switches, and the thousands of miles of fiber-optic cables connecting the world. Under the aggressive leadership of CEO Bernie Ebbers, the company used its high-flying stock to buy out legacy telecom giants like MCI. They were building a digital monopoly, and Wall Street rewarded them with a valuation that peaked near $180 billion. But by the year 2000, the dot-com bubble burst. The frantic demand for internet bandwidth suddenly plateaued. WorldCom found itself trapped by its own infrastructure investments. WorldCom had to pay massive line costs, basically leasing fees paid to third-party networks to route data. WorldCom was stuck paying billions for unused network capacity, what tech insiders call dark fiber. Their business model was hemorrhaging cash. Instead, WorldCom's leadership chose technical deception. CFO Scott Sullivan orchestrated a massive fraudulent shift, reclassifying operational line costs as capital expenditures. By falsely claiming these routine fees were long-term tech investments, WorldCom spread the expenses out over decades on paper. While the rest of the tech sector was crashing, WorldCom appeared to be a miraculous survivor, defying the laws of physics and economics. The house of cards collapsed in 2002 thanks to an internal audit team led by Cynthia Cooper. Working in secret late at night, Cooper's team used specialized software to dig into the company's internal financial systems. They tracked down the unauthorized capital expenditure entries, exposing over $3.8 billion in fraudulent technical allocations. When the fraud hit the public, WorldCom instantly imploded, filing for a historic bankruptcy that wiped out thousands of tech jobs. Yet, the tech world inherited a strange legacy. The frantic race to justify fake data meant telecom companies had overbuilt the infrastructure. This accidental glut of incredibly cheap bandwidth is exactly what made the next era of tech possible, paving the way for streaming. The infrastructure we use today was built on the back of a $100 billion lie. If you want to dive deeper into hidden tech history, hit subscribe. Do you think companies are still hyping fake metrics today? Let's talk below.